Hey guys, welcome back. Mike here down the RC corner. As you can see, I got a box here. Thanks for tuning in again, and thanks to Gearbest for sending me this to review. As you all know, if you follow this channel, I'm a big fan of the ZD Racing brand, and I have an offering here, the 1/16 scale model. Now this is a version 2. I call this because back in the day, I have the original model. I got this around 2011 off eBay, and this is the MT-16, I believe. That stands for like the monster truck 16 scale model. And I'm going to compare these a little bit in these videos of the new one that came out. Now I'm just going to show you the box art. This is all that really came on the box. The rest of it is all white. And here you can see there's a monster truck, sort of a touring car, a buggy, and the truggy version. The truggy and the truck are kind of similar, just more like a bit of a fin on the back. And anyways, it just tells you about some of the parts. This is the Raptor series. The 110 scale series was the Thunder series. So 2.4 gigahertz, ready to run, 4-wheel drive, brushless. This is all set, guys. I'm going to take it out of the box, and we'll see what all comes inside. So sit tight. Alright, as you can see, we got it broken out of the box, and looks impressive to me. I love the ZD Racing brand. I'm just going to show you here what all quickly came in here. You get a Ziploc bag, has an antenna tube. I do not see an antenna hole on here, but you could ream one in. Also comes with a bind plug. I like that. Those are very handy. Put that aside. Talk about the charger. It's the standard IMAX RC-B3 charger. Charges 2-cell and 3-cell off the balance lead. Usually these are 800 milliamp hours. So depending on the size of the battery, I'm guessing there's a 1600 milliamp hour battery in there. It's going to take roughly over 2 hours to recharge it. Pretty standard stuff with all the ZD buggies. I'm not bothered taking it out of the box, and I have a bunch of these. Let's talk about the manual. And recently I did the 110 buggy, and the manual was a little bit better quality. This is just a paper feel to it. The other one had like a glossy, stiffer, stronger type, but this is just the same amount of detail. They advertise the car going 40 kilometers an hour with the current battery, and I'm sure you can drop a 3S in there and go 55 kilometers, which is pretty fast for a 16 scale. As you can see here, this model comes in brushed, so maybe the 40 kilometers on the nickel metal in the brush setup. Maybe the 55 kilometers is on the 2S, and then I think you can drop a 3S in here. You'll probably even get faster. And you have the breakdown, and we'll compare this later to the older model. I also have videos, and you can check up in the top right hand corner. I'll have a card there which will reference back to the videos I made a couple years ago on the original ZD Racing monster truck. The radio really hasn't changed much since back then. Same type of style. It's got the older form factor. You have your on-off switch over here, and you have an antenna that goes around. I'm sure it's down to 4 AA's, but the tray still was made for 8 AA's back in the day, so it's a little bit lighter to carry, 4 less batteries. You have a throttle trim, steering trim, and a steering dual rate. So no throttle dual rate, which would have been great for a beginner, and just some servo reversing switches there, power light, on-off switch. So pretty cool. Foam wheel. It's a decent stock radio. I prefer the one that they give to the 110 buggy that I just recently did, the B-10E, but this will be suffice. Anyways, I'm a little bit curious to know, obviously these bind one-to-one receiver. It'll be interesting to see if the other radio will bind to this receiver. And one thing I also note here, I can see quick, there is a charging port here, so if you put rechargeable batteries in and you have the right type of plug, you can plug this in and recharge the batteries on the fly if you choose to do so. Put that aside, and now we're down to the main event. the monster truck itself. I think it looks good. There also comes in yellow. This is the Raptor's MT-16 model. It's got the camouflage camo paint detailing on it. These are stickers put on in some places, like this is stickers, but the camo is part of the paint scheme. I'm assuming it's going to be backed in white, which it is, and it's a little bit bendy, but I don't see it being a problem. My old truck body is held up over the years, and I don't see a problem with this one. And just for reference sake, let me grab that truck there, and let's see if we can reverse it. And it's a perfect fit on the new chassis, and this one obviously fits on the old chassis. And we'll be bouncing back and forth, referencing them. So this is the new one, and it looks pretty much similar from what I can see to the older one. You have your receiver box, which is closed with an arc clip here. Actually, the factory didn't put this in right. It actually clicks in, and then you can swing it down, but I'm not going to bother messing with that. But inside you can see it has a packed receiver. It's not waterproof because the wires come up through here. It's kind of more of a splash proof type of thing. Let's just quickly put the arc clip back on to get it out of the way. Yeah, the two-way tape has come loose on the ESC, so that'll be something that needs to be addressed. Got a Dean's plug. We have a standard 16 scale servo, and the servo saver is in over here, and I like how the steering rack is all done. As you can see, there's no cooling fan on the ESC, so you have to be a little bit careful with that. Don't want to overheat it. I see it's got a little BEC hanging off of it. I'm looking for the on-off switch. I really don't see one at this point. So I don't know if it turns on or off, or it just turns automatically on when you plug the battery in. Let's do the heads-up comparison right now, and we can see what's all changed since back in the day. Now we can see that they have a plastic top plate here, which was aluminum. The shock towers are aluminum. Plastic shocks with aluminum or metal caps, blue anodized. That's pretty much stayed the same. The bumpers look pretty much the same. Tires are different. These are Chevron. These have foam. These have foam. Just a different style tire, but I would prefer these ones. Linkages are here. Same style A-arms, it looks like. So I think it would be a complete copy pattern. Everything here looks pretty similar. These are just filled in. These are probably a little more stable and stiffer. The bumpers look identical actually in the front still. It has both have metal hinge pin holder here. Both are Phillips screws. A lot of similarities here. Brushless motor looks to be the same pretty much. Now the difference here is it goes into like a coupler. I forget how you call this, but there's like the main pinion here, which goes into a coupler that turns the main gear in there, the spur gear. So this almost got like a center diff, whereas this is kind of just loaded in the back, and you got two diffs, the front and back. So they definitely did different. The motor here is facing this way, with the shaft going to the front. Here, the shaft is going out the back. So that's the one main change on this model. So there will be some parts difference there. I don't know what else to say right off the top. We'll get to the battery, take it out of the tray. Of course, I already mentioned it's a Dean's, and we're looking at 1500 milliamp hour 15C. It's a pretty standard tray for 16 scale, so you should be able to get different types of batteries in. There is multiple holes on the posts, so you can put a fatter battery in height-wise. That shouldn't be a problem at all. So overall, looks real clean. We got CVDs going out to the out drives, which is cool. It's a lot similar to the older model. The newer model, it's just got a few little changes, just mostly in the motor and the rear diff. So I'm pretty pleased, guys. This thing looks great. We got oil in the shocks, though it seems like it could use a little more in the front, but you know, it is what it is right now. Tires look good, the rims look good. I like what I've seen. This looks a lot familiar to me, as you could probably just tell in the head-to-head comparison. So we're going to end the unboxing video here, guys. Thanks again for Gearbest for sending this to me. Check the links below. At the time of this video, they have a promotional sale going on for the Chinese 2018 New Year, so check that out if you want. Of course, there'd be more notes and stuff in the video notes where you can check out and get more information on this and the price. I know there's a coupon right now for it. I think you can always try RC18 off, and a lot of things will get you 18% off the purchase price. So be on the lookout for that coupon. Give it a try, see if it works. All right, I think I'm going to wrap it up here, and then in a few days, guys, will be a running video. I hope to get this out. There's snow on the ground right now, but it's starting. I got some days above zero, so hope the thaws. But it'd also be fun to take this out in the snow too. Who knows? We'll see what we can do. All right, guys. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's having a good week. Take care. Peace out, and hope to see you soon on the next one.